Right now, what we're gonna do is, what year is this thing?
95.
95 Volkswagen Corrado oil change.
We're going to new speed. It's better than the old speed because it's new speed. You got a battery, and then you got a new speed.
So,
There's a filter.
there's a filter, yeah. This here is where we're gonna fill the oil from. That's the oil cap. As you can see, he's just inspecting the shit out of things. This is gonna be your dipstick right here for after when we're checking the oil level.
Dipstick?
Alright, so for the oil change, you can only require a couple things. Now, we're doing this thing on a hoist, but you might want to just get a jack, 2 jack stands. And a couple things, we're going to need 6 liters of oil, and that's going to be 5W40. With the 5 liters, the 1 liter, you want to get something to catch all your oil. We're going to need a wrench, 19 millimeter for the drain plug, and then for the oil filter you're going to need a 36 millimeter socket, ratchet. You can also use an adjustable wrench if you're cheap as shit and you don't have anything, and then a rag. Also, you're going to want some fucking tunes while you're going at it, and some entertainment.
B-boy. You need your B-boy with you?
And we'll get ready under here, and next thing you'll see is us draining the oil. This is your drain plug. Also, too, you're going to need an oil filter and a drain plug washer too. Preferably you should always change them every time you do your oil, just like I showed you guys in the last video. But yeah, what you're going to want to do is just crack the drain plug, loosen it. Make sure you don't take it out without having something to catch it. When you're loosening, and once you feel the threads finish and back off, just pull it out as quick as you can. That way you avoid making a mess of yourself. And once we get back to you, all our oil will be drained. So this is the oil filter that we're using. Looks like some sort of German antler here.
With German combobulation.
Show you guys real quick what she looks like. That's it. Just an exposed filter element.
Gasket.
And then there's a gasket as well. So we'll show you guys how to put that in. Some Tim Hortons. Get yourself aware. Increase that awareness. One thing you might want to do too is just clean up your drain plug. Make sure the threads don't have shit in it so you don't strip the oil pan.
Okay, once your oil is almost done draining, take your socket, 36 millimeter. Make sure you got it in the right direction. And you want to loosen your filter. Once you take this out, oil is going to fall, so you want to make sure that you got your pan underneath.
What is just the cap there holding the filter element. A little bit different than most conventional filters. And there we go. Just make sure that you don't get yourself dirty, and that's what it looks like.
That's your filter here. Know which direction it goes in.
And once you've taken your oil filter out, go ahead, wipe everything down in there. Get any debris that the engine may have had in there. Clean the threads off. Clean everything up nice. Careful not to get anything else in the engine. Make sure everything's clean before you put the new filter back in.
Take the core out of the oil filter. It's garbage, throw that away. This part here you want to clean out. Clean it out good, get all the oil out. Probably also want to hit it with some brake cleaner. Make sure that you replace this gasket. They usually come with the filter. That's garbage.
That's the old one. It's always important that you change gaskets and washers because you don't want any oil leaks after. As you can see, new and old.
Better use a livery-free rag if you have it.
What kind of hand moisturizer do you use? Just some nice fucking hands.
5W40, buddy.
5W40 on the hands does wonders for your skin. Highly recommend it. Alright, after it's all clean, install your gasket. Take your oil filter, this side down, put it in there, press, locks in nice and solid.
It's important that you put it in the right way too. Probably won't go in the other
Can't
way.
go in the other way, you can only go in one way. So make sure everything up here is clean. It's actually a good idea to maybe run a bead of oil around this gasket here. The new oil. Dip your finger in there, run it along this thread here, this gasket.
So you're lubricating it, and when you take it off for next time, it's easy to take off, doesn't crack from all the heat.
And cross thread this, you'll fuck it up. Should thread in mostly all the way by hand.
Alright, so what we're doing now is the oil filter housing. You want to torque it to 22 foot-pounds. Now we're just going to do it, tighten it. We're not going to torque it, but you should always torque things. Just so you guys know, 22 foot-pounds for this. Get your torque wrench. You can even just do it by hand like we're doing. It's no big deal. Just make sure it's snug and don't over tighten it. Your drain plug to 37 foot-pounds when you put that on.
Alright, take your drain plug, get the old washer, throw it away, the new one on. Make sure you clean it off. Inspect the threads, make sure they're okay.
Important to clean the oil pan off. Sometimes stuff gets stuck on there, and you don't want to have a little tiny gap within your washer, because then oil will leak out.
Always use the closed end of your wrench. Use the open end, you're probably an idiot.
We got the custom Volkswagen fucking emblems everywhere.
And make sure that you know it's Volkswagen.
In Germany. So everything's tightened up underneath. That's our oil filter housing and our drain plug. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill the engine. Now this is a vr6, so it's gonna take 6 liters or 6.3 quarts. This is where we're gonna fill from. We're also gonna need a funnel. Should have mentioned that before, but this is where we're gonna check the oil from here. Dipstick. Oh yeah, as you can see, we're viscose right now. Extreme viscosity. So we'll just fill the engine, start it, check everything. Also, you're going to check underneath the car too, make sure there's no leaks. Even check back in a day too, just to be extra cautious.
Fucking gonna have some shitty.
We got Mazmeri here, Vic himself 69.
Fucking St. Patrick's
We got the man, Sean Foster. Extreme bass.
Portugal.
Maybe we'll be coming at you guys in a bit with this talented musician over here.
Drunk can.
Show him the bass. Show him the fucking bass hands. Let's see the calluses, bro. Let's see the calluses. Holy shit. That chest there.
Hey, oh, fuck.
Alright, so moment of truth. She's been sitting for a while, boys. This is a dirty cold start. It's finally summer here in Ontario, so here's your dirty cold start. Hopefully we start. Oh, make sure the shit's charged out of your battery before you fucking attempt a cold start after a year. I'll get back to you in a bit.